All right, Mojo, moving on to the story that you didn't want to do. The baseball. You're going to love this, too. So, Mojo, last night, Citi Field in New York City, New York Mets taking on the Washington Nationals. Starling Marte at the plate. Now, there was a fan who was sitting out there in center field, probably didn't think he was going to go home with a baseball, but he did. Did not matter that he was holding his small, tiny, delicate one-year-old son in his hand. Let's take a look.
And he smacks one to center field. Back goes Robles, going back, looking up, and it's out of here, into the black. So you're holding your baby. Oh. And you catch that? On the fly. And baby's fine. All good.
All right, Mojo, so there it was. It's a little bit difficult to tell. The ball did land. It bounced first and then bounced up, and that's when this fan reached over and snagged the ball. So there is some controversy here, but I want to get into that first. Any thoughts on the play, Mojo? I thought it was pretty impressive.
You know what, Babecock? I'm not quite sure what I think on this one. It makes it a little bit better for me that it bounced first before he caught it. If he had his one-year-old and he's leaning that far over the railing to catch the ball as it's on his way down, obviously this is a way bigger risk, and that is most definitely not a risk I would take with my child, especially one that young. What happens if you lean over and the wind takes the ball last second or something and it cracks your baby? That's it, man. Like, you just blew it. Like, that would be horrendous. As a parent, these aren't risks you should be taking, but the fact that it bounced a little bit first does soften the blow for me a little bit. Not like he jumped over the railing. He did lean pretty far over it. So I don't know, man. If this is me, I'm not taking that chance. I can see how some people would say it's impressive. Well, I'm not going to crucify this.
You're exactly right, Mojo, in saying that some people have found it to be impressive, but there have been a lot of people who have felt like you felt that, hey, this was dangerous. Don't drop the baby. So it's kind of like a split. Well, Mojo, we actually had a chance to speak with the fan, a guy by the name of Alan Alcantara, who is he's a Red Sox fan, but he went to see the Mets in the Nationals game, and we talked to him. We asked him. We said, Al, there's a lot of controversy here. What did your wife say when she saw you hung the baby over to snatch the ball? Here's Al.
She was laughing. She knows that I'm not crazy to drop that kid. Those kids are my life, and I wouldn't never put them in a situation where I would put their lives in danger. So I think what the video doesn't really show is that in the Mets field on the black tarp by the apple of the home run apple, there was a flooring that is at the level of my seating. So it was not like there was a hole there where the kid was gonna drop and die. So plus my grip, I've done this before too many times. In New York City, when you have to look for parking and it's raining and you don't have an umbrella, you have to run with carrying your kid. My wife makes me vacuum, and sometimes I gotta pick up my kid and vacuum. So it was just reflex. I already done this too many times in other areas of my life with my kids.
Okay.
You change your mind.
This makes it a little better for me. The fact that if he did drop the kid ain't falling that far, and it's probably a softer surface on the other side of that rail than where they are currently sitting.
Yes.
I'm a little less worried about dropping the kid and the impact striking the ground. I'm a little more concerned about the ball taking maybe a bad bounce or, again, the wind catching it and hitting the child directly as the parent is leaning out for the ball. But it makes it a little better. Still not something I would do, but I'm not going to condemn this guy for this altogether.